You don't need $1 million to live a long, healthy life. In fact, if you look at the data, the longest living people on Earth don't take expensive supplements. They don't rely on pharmaceutical interventions to stay alive. They just eat differently than we do. Today, I am sharing the top 10 ingredients scientifically linked to longevity. I am going to give you the specific numbers, the percentages, and the study results that prove why these foods work. Lifespan is how long you live. Health span is how long you live well. Statistics show that the average person spends the last 10 to 15 years of their life in poor health. The goal is to square the curve, to stay healthy until the very end. The foods on this list are chosen because they support DNA, reduce oxidative stress, and optimize metabolic health. We are looking for foods that influence your epigenetics, switching the good genes on and the bad genes off. Number 10 is beans and legumes like lentils, black beans, and chickpeas. In every single blue zone areas like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy, where people live, the longest beans are the dietary cornerstone. A study looking at older adults across several countries found that for every 20-gram increase in daily legume intake, there was an 8% reduction in the risk of death. They are packed with fiber, which feeds your gut bacteria to produce butyrate, a compound that protects your colon cells. Number 9 is extra virgin olive oil. This is not just fat, it is fruit juice. The famous pre-dimed study, one of the largest nutrition trials ever, showed that a Mediterranean diet supplemented with extra virgin olive oil reduced the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke and heart attack by roughly 30%. Buy it in a dark glass bottle and use it raw whenever possible. Number 8 is walnuts. While almonds are good, walnuts are the longevity king. They are the only tree nut with a significant amount of alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3. The Walnuts and Healthy Aging study suggested that regular walnut consumption over 2 years significantly improved blood lipid profiles. Furthermore, data from the Nurses' Health study suggests that women who ate nuts at least 5 times a week had substantially better cognitive scores, equivalent to being 2 years younger mentally. Number 7 is green tea, specifically matcha. Coffee is great, but green tea is a cellular cleaner. A large Japanese study involving over 90,000 people found that those who drank 5 or more cups of green tea per day had a significantly lower risk of death from all causes compared to those who drank less than 1. Stop drinking fruit juice, even 100% orange juice. 1 glass can contain as much sugar as a soda. Swap it for lemon water or hibiscus tea. Hibiscus has been shown in clinical trials to lower systolic blood pressure by up to 10 points in pre-hypertensive adults. Number 6 is turmeric. The golden pigment curcumin is one of the most studied anti-inflammatories in the world. However, eating it plain is almost useless because only about 1% is absorbed. The data shows that adding just a pinch of black pepper increases the absorption of curcumin by 2,000%. Number 5 is small fatty fish like sardines, anchovies, or wild salmon. We are talking about the omega-3 index. Studies show that people with an omega-3 index of 8% or higher have a significantly lower risk of fatal heart disease compared to those with an index below 4%. Number 4 is broccoli sprouts. Not just broccoli, but the 3-day-old sprouts. Research from Johns Hopkins University revealed that these sprouts contain 10 to 100 times more glucoraphanin than the mature vegetable. Tsoto is activated, it triggers over 200 genes that protect against cell damage. It is essentially an insurance policy for your DNA against environmental toxins. Number 3 is wild berries, like blueberries. Specifically, we are looking for anthocyanins. Data from the Nurses' Health study, which followed 16,000 women for decades, found that high intake of berries delayed cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. Number 2 is fermented foods, like sauerkraut, kimchi, or kefir. A 2021 study from Stanford University compared a high-fiber diet versus a high-fermented food diet. The group eating fermented foods saw a reduction in 19 different inflammatory markers and an increase in microbiome diversity. Number 1 is dark chocolate, 85% or higher. This is the one you have been waiting for. The cocoa bean is rich in flavonols. A meta-analysis showed that cocoa consumption improved flow. Milk chocolate is candy. You need 85% cocoa to get the benefits without the sugar damaging your collagen. Use the +1 rule. At every meal, just add one of these ingredients. Having toast, add walnuts. Having rice, add beans. Having chicken, add turmeric. Always consult your doctor. If you found this data helpful and want to know which foods are aging you faster, check out my video on 5 inflammatory foods to avoid. Would you like a longevity grocery list PDF with these stats included? Let me know in the comments.